welcome to my craft room. Before I get into this video, I'd love to preface this as I have been crafting for 25 years, so I have been collecting. I get craft gadgets for Christmas, for birthdays. Of course, now I get sponsored, but so much of this is what I've collected over the years and not stuff I have just gotten recently. Okay, so I'm hoping I can film this in a way where I can show you everything. I'm going to take you on a quick tour, and then I'll get into how I organized and each little thing like that. I will have timestamps below so you can see the parts of this video that you want. Hopefully you watch it all. Hey Crafty Peeps! This is the video that I am most excited, probably that I've ever posted. No, it's not DIY projects, but it is a tour of my craft space. Will this space ever be completely done? Absolutely no. It's always evolving based on things that I purchase and get rid of and whatnot. So I just figured if I don't show you now, I may never get around to it. Is it the cleanest? And I mean that more in like the did I dust and mop and all that? I did not. But everything is put away, and that's a monumental like occasion, so you know, better share now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the whole room. And then I'll get into how I organized each thing, kind of give you things that I've done, and yeah, it's so exciting. So I will timestamp down in the description how I do this video. So quick tour, and then how I organized, and then how I got this craft room, because it is a really fun story. It's actually one of my favorite stories to tell because it is not what you think of how I got this room. So I will, again, timestamp that. You can see what parts of the video you want. Hopefully you want to see the whole video. Okay, so first of all, behind me, okay, this is 18 years old, this armoire here, okay? It is literally made for scrapbooking. It was called the scrap cabinet or something like that. When I had my second child, I had to give up my second, the third bedroom, okay? So I had a son, he was in his bedroom, my bedroom, we had a 3-bedroom home. So I had a son, and then I was having a daughter, so I didn't want them to have to share a room, of course. So I had to get rid of my craft room. Where was all that gonna go? So I purchased this in, like I said, probably 2004 when my daughter was born, maybe 2005. So it has been through a couple moves. Even though I've only moved once, we moved it several times in different places. At one point it fell completely apart by some movers, and thanks to L brackets and screws, I was able to save it. So originally there was doors on the bottom part. I still have the doors because the last piece it was in, the doors were in the way. So I took them off. I don't plan to put them back on. I like having it open. In fact, all my cabinets are normally open, but for the sake of this video, I closed them all up. So this is what this looks like inside, and this is all of my scrapbook stuff. So scrapbooking is my first love. It's photography and scrapbooking, my first love. And if you didn't know, I used to be a professional photographer, and this room was actually my photography studio for a short bit. So I will grab the camera and kind of take you around what's inside of here. And then, let's see, I'll turn the camera here a little bit. Okay, I got it. Oh, I'm on a tripod. Okay, so then these cabinets right here, these are from Solder. I will link as much as I can, okay? So these are my Dollar Tree cabinets, things that, obviously not everything is from Dollar Tree in these cabinets, but this is a lot of like my bases of things that I make. Okay, so these two cabinets are where I keep all of like my sign bases and blocks and different things. Again, I will grab the camera and kind of do the other facing way. Okay, and then I'm going to turn the camera here again. Okay, so since I close this up, you can kind of see this area right here. This is my paper addiction. Okay, I love paper. It's probably the thing I love the most, pattern paper. So this is pattern paper, and then you can see all my cardstock. And then I have these drawers, I'm not sure how well you can see them in here, that have more organization stuff in them. Again, I will show you that in a minute. This is new to my craft room. Very excited to have a second desk in here because my little one likes to come in here and craft. And also, since now I've moved all my scrapbook stuff in here, I want to be able to scrapbook in here. And also, my mother lives with me. She'd like to scrapbook too. So now we have a second space here. So anyone who joins me in here has their own space. So more drawer storage, my heat press, and my sewing machine. So that has its own place. Okay, I have more drawer storage, my Cricut. This is my laser cutter and engraver. More storage. This space right here, where I dump everything, right, when I'm trying to work on a project. I do like to have a project, whatever video I'm doing, I like to kind of stage a couple projects, and then that's where I set those so those are ready to go. This right here is my workspace where I film. I apologize if the lighting's a little off. This room is very poorly lit, okay? On a sunny day, we're good to go, but there's not a ton of light in here with the light fixture. So I don't think you can tell how dirty my windows are. We're gonna pretend they're clean. But I have this L-shaped desk here and my tools up there and some on my desk. And again, this is where I film. I have my little overhead here. I've got some lights. When I'm ready to do my editing, I bring my computer in here, my laptop, and here is where I do my voiceovers. Lots of fun. More storage. Okay, another tricky area to film in. This is my bathroom, okay? So, again, this was a photography studio. My clients could come in here and change or use the bathroom or whatever they needed to do. So this is how big it is. So my wingspan is how big it is. So it's a little tiny room. But let me tell you, with this craft room, I have every single space has something, and I have tried to make everything have organization, a place to go. So in here, the sink is here. This is where I wash all my paints, of course. There's a toilet here. I'm sure you don't need to see a toilet. And then here is all my vinyls, some things that I use. This could have gone probably in that cupboard where the Dollar Tree stuff is if I had room, but I don't. And then we've got down here, it's just like those cubey shelves with some extra stuff in it. And then the piece de la resistance, I don't know if I say that right, is my silk flower wall. I love this. This is so cool. Again, don't worry, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you things much closer up. Okay, lastly, this is the back of the room, the back area. This could be a closet. I had a closet like rod put across with shelves. When I was a photographer, I had all the dresses, things that my clients could wear hung back here, as well as all my props went back here. I will show you what this space looked like when it was the photography studio. A lot of those kind of videos are up and down, so I apologize for that, but that was back then when I wasn't worried about making content for YouTube. So this is where a lot of my storage is. You can't see it on camera right now, but again, I will flip that around. I have some wreaths, my taller things that can't fit in the front. Some of my machines, again, you can't really tell here, but this whole wall is like wreath forms and whatnot. So this is the whole room. Again, I am going to turn this around and give you another quick tour, and then I will get into how I organized each space. Okay, so here is your quick tour. Before I go into everything, again, like I said, a lot of my Dollar Tree items are in here. Some of my thrifted items are up here. Apologize, I wanted to have these open. Okay, again, this is my scrapbook cabinet. Lots of different things I'll talk about here. More organization here. Okay, again, paper central. And then again, here's some drawers, different things I have. Up here is going to be my planter collection from Dollar Tree. So if you don't know what that is, it is these little guys. I've been collecting all the different ones, so I've got to build up a thing there and put them up there. This is called put stuff right there until I know what I want to do with it. So here is my next work area. This is really nice to have if I want to sew or work on t-shirts. This is a heat press. Or even when I'm working on my Cricut, I can kind of do some stuff here. This is about half of the punches that I have. I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and card maker. So this is all my punches. Another shelf up here. These are just some of the things I've made that I like and I don't necessarily want to get rid of. A faux clock, again, I made. Okay, let's turn around here. Okay, so this is my workspace right here. So let's take a look at that. Again, I have another shelf of things I've made. Like I said, I make use of every inch of this room. Okay, so this is the Dollar Tree pegboard organization system. So I absolutely love it. Don't rely on just the stickies. I did have to nail it up there. So these are the things that I use. Again, my normal everyday tools. Snacks. Okay, things that I use. And then again, this is my workspace. It's actually not that big, but it works. So I film using that. These are some little lights, my microphone when I do voiceovers. One of my favorite little features here is my Echo Show. I got this for my birthday. Such a perfect addition to a craft room because you can watch YouTube, you can watch Netflix, you can watch Hulu, you can play music, you can ask it questions, it'll tell you jokes. Perfect addition. Okay, then over here, I have more storage. So whatever holiday I'm working on, I grab that tub out from the garage and I put it here, and then I have all access of whatever season I'm doing. So this is spring and Easter. Another work surface here, a lot of Dollar Tree items there. Be right back at Target. More drawers. Okay. So I'm going to tell a little story here real quick. I ordered 3 of these, okay? So when I redid this room a year ago, I ordered 3. So there was supposed to be 1 right here. The third one came, they come in 2 boxes, okay? The fronts was in 1 box, and then like the rest of it was in a second box. I got the fronts, and I never got the second box for for another one of these, and it was discontinued. And they couldn't send me another box. And I was so upset that I didn't have my third one. But actually, there's a plan, right? God has a plan for us, and this actually works out better for me. So we're all good. We're happy now. It was very upsetting at the time. Okay, again, this is my laser engraver. This is the exhaust, if you're wondering what this is, and I have to put it up in the window when I use it. My Cricut station, some vinyls, my Cricut. I hang my pads, or my grips, I don't know why I can't think of the word, up here with the roller and things like that. Another storage area, picked up this dresser, Facebook Marketplace, more storage. Okay, we're moving back here. This is one of those tiered shelves that my mom was getting rid of, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure I can use that. So this is just kind of some knickknacks and things that I have come across that maybe I use in my decor or staging, and that goes there. Again, bathroom, okay? So sink and toilet. Here's a little tidbit. I went to put a new light fixture in there, and I couldn't get it to adhere to the wall, so I'm using my heart light there. Okay, look at this room. So this is what it looks like. Okay, favorite part is this silk flower wall. It's tight space. Again, I'm going to get in here and show you a little bit more. Cool wreath I made. Okay, more storage here. When we come in here, I've got some stuff up on this shelf. My heat transfer vinyl. This was the original thing I had in here, and I outgrew it, so I bought this one. So this is all my vinyl. So heat transfer and regular vinyl here. Okay. I did this so that my kids didn't try to turn the light on since I had a problem. This door goes to my backyard. So this is perfect. My kids, well, I should say kids. I have 3 kids, but only one young one plays in the backyard. She can come in and out of here. Okay. Woo, this is the exciting part. So these are, I bought these. I'm out of breath. I'm talking, walking, not breathing. Okay, so I bought these from Office Depot along with those other ones I just showed you. And this is how I store all my embellishments, all my little things. Again, I'll get into that, of course. Make room for everything. This was installed last year. It was absolutely necessary. It is a mini split, air conditioning and heat. It was getting to be 90 degrees in here in the summer and would not cool down with fans or anything. So this makes it so I can craft in the summer. Okay, so big storage up here, canvases, whatnot. I'm gonna go here. These are like my bigger signs. Things go in that tub. So this is a desk that had, it was a desk and a hutch. And this piece here came with this room. So I put the desk part there and the hutch on top. More storage. So this is my sublimation printer. This is a button maker. So a bunch of stuff. This is how I store some of these taller things. And then this, so hopefully I can show this. All my wreath forms I hang up there. So some of the stickers and whatnot, anything that I can kind of hang. Okay, that is the tour of my craft room. So it is attached to the house as far as it's on the side of the garage, but my house itself is not. As you can see, I cannot get into my house from this room. Okay, let's get started with how I organized. These are just kind of some odd shaped signs and whatnot. I like to have sections, so if I'm looking for something I know, anything here, right here is chalkboard, a couple little extras. This is where all my metal shapes are going to be, is right here. Again, some extras. As you can see here, a bunch of different wood items. Another just kind of miscellaneous. Come down here, we have some of my bigger signs. And here, just kind of, these are all like the mini signs. Couple different things here. This one, of course, isn't quite as organized as this one. Again, a lot of my tall signs. These are more wood-shaped signs. A lot of my wood. This looked a little prettier and then it got a little messy. These are like my medium signs. These are the new signs from Dollar Tree. They're really, oh my gosh, I just love these. Some, like the calendars, some papers, some different things here. This is what I call my odd shape. So if you have a basket like this and you know, you can't put the sticker, here's a fun little alternative. So these are some of my different shapes that maybe like one of those. What else do I have in here? Just different, like I said, odd shapes. Again, here is some more. These are all like the farmhousey different shapes. some that kind of stands. This is tags, so any of the signs that kind of look like a tag, those go there. Those are some frames. Again, these are all thrifted items, so if I'm going to do like a thrift flip, that's where that goes. I have some of the taller signs from Dollar Tree here. Okay, let's go. So again, that's DIY. We're going to go over to scrapbook. So originally, this had something that was kind of like this size. That was like a file cart, and you could pull it out and it rolled. I got rid of that. I don't need that. I prefer this. So here are how I store. This is how I store my embellishments. Okay, so these are the ones I have the most of. Okay, so girl, I have 2 daughters. I'm still scrapbooking them. My son was first. I did a lot better with him. Obviously, spring and Easter, summer travel, Halloween, Christmas, and animals. So just to give you kind of an idea, let's pull one of these out. Okay, so here we open it, and here is the ridiculous amount of embellishments. Ribbons and brads and everything you could possibly want to embellish Halloween decor or scrapbook pages. Okay, for this you could use a tackle box. If you can't find this, I will link anything that I can find. So how I have this one is you open the top here and you have this space right here. It's pretty deep, it goes to about there. So some of my larger items that don't fit in the bottom part, I'm going to close that up. We're going to unlock this part. You could use this for embroidery floss as well, and that is how I organized it, is with the embroidery floss little cards. Here, everything has to be in rainbow order for me. So as you can see, the way I just take the ribbon and I wind it around these little cards and then put them in here. And some of them, okay, see, now I'm one-handed here. Okay, so that is how I store those. Here's the other ones I have. And this is kind of all my patterns, my fun patterns. Okay, so this, take with me, this is mostly brads. Okay, kind of a ridiculous amount. Okay, so this is how these are stored. You've got these little pockets as well, but how this works is you have these, and so you can see all the little embellishments I have. So little brads, pearls, and again, I do them by color. If you do not know, rainbow order is Roy G. Biv. That is how it was taught to me in the 3rd grade, and that means red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So I have a couple other little things in there as well besides brads. Cute little flowers. So much cuteness. That is how I travel with this, or I guess, you know, you could say I don't really necessarily, I mean, I can get into these even when I'm not traveling. Okay, so this is kind of just random stuff. This is a bunch of glues, glitter, glue. Again, these are little stickles. If you don't know what these are, they're so cute. They're like kind of like puff paints, but you can put them on projects. Okay. These, this is sad, you guys. This is alphabet stickers, just alphabet stickers. It's kind of a mess. I don't want to get it all out, but you know, it's things like this, but smaller. Not iron-ons, rub-ons, ideas. Oh, this is just an extra binder. I don't have anything in it. A scrap easel. This is miscellaneous stickers, some other stuff. These here are what we take when we go scrapbooking. This one is my mom's. This one is mine. So those are just ready to go. They have duplicate things in here that I don't, you know, I have also in my DIY stuff. Okay, So this is how I store my embellishments that are on the smaller side. Like I don't have as many as in these, okay? So unfortunately, this is a very, very old system that is no longer something you can purchase. So not quite sure what an alternative would be. I'll try to maybe find something. So let's just grab one out of here. We all love fall, right? So this is what it looks like. So you open it up here, and it has some of these little containers if you have like little buttons and stuff you want. Put the little buttons. And so some of the embellishments, these are like stickers, different things that I have for fall. Oh, the amount of stuff I have, y'all. Also, I don't think I'm allowed to say y'all because I'm from California. This is a Xyron sticker maker. Basically, you put something through it and it gets sticky on the back side. ATG guns, if you don't have one of these, they're basically just a double-sided tape gun. Reason I have two is Mommy's one and I have one. Again, things that we take to the scrapbook nights. So bling, there's going to be like your little sticky diamond type things, some pens, ink, obviously inks, miscellaneous stuff that, you know, I kind of throw in here that I might want to use. Okay, I found all the buttons that I own and I put them in a jar. So I'm not sure if I will keep it this way or not. These are from Dollar Tree. This is how the buttons come, but I poured all the buttons in here. So this is just a couple, like, these were like some fun little brads and trinkets that I put there. Some like other trinkets. Okay, so this is fun. Let me grab this out. Okay, I cannot take credit for this type of organization. One of my scrapbook friends came up with it, or she saw it from someone, I'm not sure. But what you do is you buy these rings, okay, so they open up, and then these are embroidery floss envelopes, okay, and they already have holes in them, okay, so they have 2 holes, so you get 2 rings, okay, and then they're just these little Ziploc pouches. Okay, so what we have in these are little flowers. So these work great on DIY projects or on scrapbook pages. Literally have every color. I had to buy a bigger one because I originally had a small one and I still couldn't fit all of them on here. I had to make a second one with like the more neutral colors. So yeah, this is what it looks like if it's not too full. Again, this is my embroidery floss. It's organized much like the ribbon was. As you can see, some cute little thing I made. And there's just some markers. Go there. Okay, got some of the decorative scissors here. Nothing too crazy. A crimper, cute dollar bill, right? Just some this is the mini sticker maker, more circle cutters. I have several. And they're here for right now until I'm ready to make a circle again, and then I'm going to decide which one I'm keeping because obviously do not need that many. Okay, let's go over here. So these are all in categories. This is all like more like my DIY paper. This is going to be like the background pieces I use when I'm making like home decor projects and whatnot. So that is that. I think these are as well. This is all school paper, all the different kinds of things to scrapbook my kids' school stuff. Okay, I'm just going to show you what's in each of these. My adhesives. So this is going to be my tape runners, my foam tape, glue dots. These go for the guns, the sticker makers. These are not all that brand, but I just put that in there because I just won these. Obviously not Copic, but alcohol markers. And then these are mixed in because I do have some real ones. And then I have this whole set of like generic ones. So that's for card making if you are unaware. Or you can use them for anything. Look at this, you all. There's empty drawer. So what should I buy? What should I put in there? Okay, paints and pencils. This is kind of more stuff for my daughter. Some watercolors. These are the coolest thing. If you have little kids, they're paint sticks. So if they want to paint, they're like, well, here you can see them. They look like this, and these are like little paint. They're almost like crayons. But they're the coolest things. My daughter's outgrown them, but I keep them here just in case. I could potentially have grandchildren in the next couple years. My son's 21, so you never know. So I've got some pastels, some watercolor pencils, also like this. This is like my ribbon that kind of didn't go, I didn't have room for with my scrapbook stuff. So this is kind of the smaller ribbon. Okay, this is ribbon that's, you know, like 1 inch or smaller. So a bunch of ribbons. A lot of these are from Dollar Tree. Okay, storage. So I put things in here. So like I said, here are the bags that you're going to want when you do that flower thing. They're these. They're called bags. I guess maybe they had that idea. So maybe that's just where that came from. Those are little bags. And these are the things that I had. Some staples and that. Miscellaneous tools. You know, you gotta have a dazzler, right? So a couple different things in here. And these are my little punches. Okay, those are a couple of those. Again, now here is each one of these cubbies is organized and has a certain theme. So yes, this is all girl. Girly paper. Okay, then I've got like Christmas and travel and all the different things. All the different cardstock. These are things I've matched paper with pictures, so those are ready to scrapbook. These are pages that got made maybe for a project or whatnot that don't have pictures on them yet. Plain cardstock for when I go. This is like my specialty paper. Okay, this is my heat press. I love this thing. You pull it out, you put your shirt, whatever, put that down, and it's automatic. So when you press the button, it presses it, and after the time, it lifts it up, so you can't like accidentally overdo it. So this is like my heat station. This is my heat resistant tape, which you need for sublimation, my little mini iron, if I'm doing hats, your little t-shirt guides. This is how I know how long to put it in. Your gloves, so when you touch something hot, you do not hurt yourself. This is the Dollar Tree, one of the Dollar Tree organization systems. For all of my punches, what I did is I just bought curtain rods. So this is just like what you put over a window, a curtain rod, very inexpensive. And as you can see, you just lift off what you want using the handle to put it back down. Most all of my punches are from Stampin' Up! Because I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Go down into this area, my sewing machine, and then this drawer kind of has anything sewing related that I might have. It has other stuff in it too, but this is kind of funny. This is like a faux drawer. This is all my laser engraving things that I need for that. I've been bad about throwing. So this is stamps. And then my card making stuff. This is the drawer I've been just throwing stuff in. So I apologize. It's a kind of a mess. Here is my workspace. You know, I would love to have something that is a little more aesthetically pleasing, but this works. This is what works. Okay, so let's start over here. That is my chair rolling. So these are the paints I use the most. You know, you've got your Waverly antique wax. You've got these colors, some spackle. Things that I get into a lot, so I want them at my fingertips. All of my brushes. So kind of my foamy ones, all my regular brushes, and then all my pens. Oop. This drawer, for some reason, didn't go in as well. My pens. So I've got my Posca, I've got my chalk, just everyday pens, you know, my Sharpie. So this is like all the pens I have. Okay. Garbage can. So this is on my catch surface. Absolutely my favorite thing. So what you do is you peel and stick it on your workstation so that you don't get paint. And then when you're done, peel it off. And what I do is I stick it to the inside of my desk here. And now when I'm ready to paint again, I just peel it off and I put it on back on my work surface. So that way you can reuse it a bunch of times. On my footrest. Okay, so this has this. I don't really use this whole much, but this is like my little Cricut Joy. Just a couple things in here. This is also things I need very often is my paper cutter, my paper trimmer. I use this all the time. And then of course my cutting mat, some wipes. All right, this is from Target. This was in their dollar section. So again, this is just, you know, this is inks and sponges and whatnot. This is all my like double stick tapes and things like that. My glues. My favorite thing, Creative on the Cheap introduced me to this, and it is my favorite little vacuum, and it works so good. Tools, tools, tools. My two glue guns, both Surebonder, cordless, absolutely a must to have. I don't know why people use ones with cords. Like, no, this is so much easier. So the reason I have two is one is a fine tip and one is not. My fan, because even when it gets cool in here in the summer, it's still hot. I still get really hot. My daughter gave me this for Christmas. She knows I love avocados, so she says, you need this for your craft room so you have company. So sweet. Get this. If you're gonna paint, get this. I love these. So they're just little, like, see, I need more. It's like this waxy paper, and you can put your, you know, paints on it, and then just throw it away. Because I was being really bad about using like the plastic things and cleaning them. So I love that. This is the Dollar Tree pegboard system. Absolutely thumbs up, love it. You can see all the different things I have, zip ties, blades for different things, clips, all the different tools I have. I have another glue gun. This one is from Hippo, however you say it. What I use this one for is my colored glue. So if I'm going to use a colored glue or a different like wood glue or something, I use this one. You need this for shirt making, of course, because you're going to get all this stuff off. But this is how I weed. I think this is the best way to weed. When you have the little pieces, you stick it to this. It works so good. Originally had bought this from IKEA, another pegboard system. So more goodies, more things. And then things either have been given to me or that I've made. Always have a cute Dollar Tree calendar here. This is such an eyesore, but it makes it super easy for me to plug anything in, and it's off the desk. More Dollar Tree organization, my heat gun when I want to make notes. Look at this. This is my oldest daughter's little handprint. Stop it. Some cute things from Dollar Tree that I love. That I sit on my window. Okay, I'm going to show you my backyard really quick. But again, my window is filthy. That's the outside of the window, so pretend you don't see that. But this is the pool, and I can watch my daughter swim. I actually have a camera outside that I can watch her, and she can play outside in her trampoline and whatnot, and I can see her. Again, I talked about this. This is the kind of sad little lighting I use. It's not a whole lot. Okay, this is a little basket. So this is all the cute things that Dollar Tree has, all their stickers. So I keep them in here, all the cute little stickers. These are like, oh, the cute stickers. Okay, and then it gets into like all their, geez, I have a little rub-ons, but then it gets to all their like alphabets. And then I throw in a couple other alphabets. This is where I throw all my receipts for things I buy in my craft, because obviously I can write it off. Like I said, this is my seasonal. A couple more drawers. I have all my felt in there. And then these are just kind of miscellaneous for right now. Okay. I may also have a ribbon addiction. The sad part here is none of this is seasonal, okay? All my seasonal ribbons and seasonal stuff go in tubs like this that I get out at each season. This is just like everyday ribbon. It's bad, you guys. So I'll show you. Okay, this is like, oh, I'm sorry, the lighting's bad. This is like my neutrals, okay? So you've got your black and whites and creams and browns. This is going to be my colored ribbons. A lot of this is Dollar Tree. This is kind of like my twines, this cool stuff from Dollar Tree, my nautical ropes. God, you guys, it's kind of a mess. I mean, and then this is kind of another like miscellaneous. This is like the big things I have. Some different things I have here. I need to clean this drawer. All this drawer is my scraps and stuff. Look, it is kind of a mess. Oh, sorry, that lighting is terrible. There we go. That's just kind of a mess. Okay, so I have my mats there, my brayer, my scissors, my ruler for my Cricut. Heat vinyl, regular vinyl that comes in sheets. Ooh, words. So what does that mean? These are different words that you can find mostly at Dollar Tree. Textures. I love textures. So these are different things that I can use to add texture projects. Cork, corrugated leather. I mean, just different things that I throw in here that I think would make cool textures. Glass. All sorts of glass jars. This is just stuff I've collected that I want to use for something and I haven't done yet. Okay, more Cricut. This is for my Cricut Joy. So this is going to be all the like smart vinyl for my Cricut Joy. Paint. One of my most used drawers is all of my paints. Love it. They're grouped by color: reds, oranges, greens, blues, purples. In this drawer, woohoo, is that not gorgeous? All acrylic paints. This would be for like painting, like canvas painting. These are all outdoor paints, so this would be like painting rocks and whatnot. I have some of these shirt paints. I bought this for my daughter specifically, so that's really hers. I wrote clay, but this is really kind of like my daughter's project drawer. So this is stuff where I'm like, okay, come in here and play. We're going to tie-dye shirts from Dollar Tree. I've had this for like 2 years and I still haven't done it. She wanted to paint on some CDs. Look at Tax Cut. Remember that? Googly eyes, modeling clay. This is clay. So this is what she made with those paints I was just showing you. Some kits that she can, you know, make stuff. So this is kind of her drawer. And then clothes. Okay, so this is going to be stuff that I can, it says clothes, but really it's more like hats, bags, things I can do with my Cricut or sublimation. So that is what that drawer is. Okay, so you saw this earlier in the tour. just vinyl holdings. So this kind of like some candle stuff. These are like the smaller picture frames, some more glass, just some extra little doodads that I might want to do. So this is kind of some of the floral stuff. I'm hoping that I can really get this into the frame. Oh my goodness. What is this? How did I do this? Okay, I'm going to show you what it looked like before on the wall and how I did that. Okay, so I get a lot of florals in my Michael's grab bags. Okay, so these are like the planters. That's all like fall pumpkins and whatnot.
Using my wood burning tool, I cut a hole into the bottom of this Dollar Tree bucket. Then using a curtain rod holder, I nailed it to the wall, hung my bucket, and now I have something I can put my long stem flowers through.
Okay, we're headed back to this space. I had a curtain up here and my cat jumped up and knocked it down. So, as I was saying, I was a photographer. And this was a sample piece of a family, and it's huge, and it's, like I said, sample, and they have one, so they don't want this one. So I am going to paint over it and do something really cool with that. Okay. Sorry about the lighting. Just some washi stuff. Okay, apparently I need to move this. So kind of random embellishments that I kind of hold on to. Metal shapes. So here's going to be the different things I can create with. And then words. All your metal words. Pipe cleaners. Tons of them. Flowers. Oh, that's a whole drawer. Nature. That's going to have like all my kind of stuff and moss. Different things. Mesh. Oh. Okay. Beads. These are trays are from Dollar Tree. It's different beads I've come across. It's gotten really full. Got these off Amazon. Lots of Dollar Tree stuff in here. Well, I guess it's other stuff too. Just different things. All the ones from Dollar Tree that I like. More shapes. Different shapes. These cute little kits from Dollar Tree. More kits and different cutouts. Got more. Oh, some more beads I guess didn't fit in the other drawer. Letters. This is going to be all the different kind of like styrofoam, fabric, cute fabric from Dollar Tree. My glue sticks, different tapes, tools. It's kind of some miscellaneous tools in here. Let's see. We got like a wood burner, a pom-pom maker, just different things. Nails and mounts, things I would hang with. Flags. That's kind of a random drawer, really, but I had flags I was going to make a bunch of different things with, and some pot holders. Tiles, the cute tiles that Dollar Tree carries. Hardware, what do I do? Hooks, different cute things. Anything to make gnomes with. Yarn. This drawer is super full. Yarn. And then over here, okay, and over here, This is where like if throughout the year I get something that's one of these seasons, because I keep them all in tubs, I throw them in here so that I have, you know, I can just throw them in here throughout the year if I come across something that is of those things. I've got all my rocks, my little wood stems, some of those, and some of those different things. Here. Okay. Here is all of my wreath forms. Different Dollar Tree stickers. You know, I should probably do this. Help. These are the alphabets. Tall pieces of wood. My wrapping papers. Some of my stakes. Different things. Placemats. Organizers if I need them. Scrap. So like if I cut stuff up and I had scraps, and then shirts to make obviously things with. And these are just random Dollar Tree items that I might make things with. Cups and different things I'm going to make. These are my large frames. Some books if I want to make something out of books. My big mess of stuff I was going to make crafts out of. My spray paints. Different oils and whatnot. That's all fabric. I've got dollies and lace, stuffing, cups to make, more cups to make, some of the garden things I can make stuff with. I just came up with this because I had these little smaller wreath things and I didn't know where to put them, and so I just literally hung them with a string. And again, just a bunch of miscellaneous things. And lastly, I'm going to share this cart. This is my seasonal cart. What I do is I change it out each season. So right now I've just been throwing in all the different things for bees, because my next video is going to be bees. So anything that I've bought, I've pulled out. So I try to keep it organized. So I go like ribbons and different things, and because I bought this from Dollar Tree and it is not I don't know what happened. It got quite warped, but you know, I've got the little wreath things, and then up here all the stickers that I might be able to use when I decorate. Oh, these cute little bee things. I think actually this is Easter stuff. That's Easter stuff I have to put away. So each holiday, I pull all this out of one of those bins, easy access, and then when I'm done, I put it back in the bin and I put the next season in here. And then it can just sit right next to me for when I create, and if I go, oh, you know, this could be, I need some ribbon, it's right there at my fingertips. I'm going to show you how I filled this and in the fall, so you can see exactly what I do. Here are the befores when my room was a photography studio. Pretty basic. You can see not a lot here because I moved people around to do different shoots. Okay, here is my garage where I was building all the things for the craft room. This is us cleaning it out. My girls helped me. You can see what a mess this is. I used to have a bed in the corner there. It was kind of like a spare room as well. And here's the gigantic mess. That was my craft room before I got it all organized. Okay, so the light is better with the door open. So let's hope the outdoor noises don't take over. Okay, so I'm so excited to tell this story because it's one of my favorite stories to tell. So, when I bought this house 8 years ago, first of all, it was kind of funny. We pulled up to the house, and I was like, I don't even remember picking this house to come look at. So, so we walk in, and we're just like, wait a minute. So, let me backtrack just a second here. Okay, so I was married. I had 2 children, a boy and a girl, and unfortunately did not work out with their dad. Single mom for a while, remarried, and had another child with my second husband. So here I am with pretty much a 13-year-old son, a 10-year-old daughter, and a newborn daughter. Who's going to share a room? That's not going to work out. And so in my 3-bedroom home, it was just not going to work out. So we needed a 4-bedroom home on a 3-bedroom budget. So we found this house, and we're just like, wait a minute. This house is 4 bedrooms. Oh my gosh, it's perfect, and we really wanted a pool. So where I live in Northern California, I live in the valley, and it gets up to 115 degrees. I've never had a pool, and it has a pool. And we were like, oh my gosh, we want this house so bad, but it was above our budget. We put an offer in, and they accepted it. So when we're looking around the house, right, we're going up to the garage. So the house is like it's a corner house, okay? So the house is on the left side of the garage. There's a garage, and there was a door onto the right side, and then the fence, and it went into the backyard and whatnot. So I said to the realtor, what does that door go? And he goes, he went and it was locked. He goes, it must just go into the garage. When you don't know an area or a space you've never been in, the depth perception and everything is off. So the door is right by the garage. I'm thinking, the garage must just have about maybe 5 feet extra space or something. So I was like, okay, cool, it's a big garage. So, we go around the house. We see a door on the back side of the house, assuming that's going into the garage again, okay? Like a side door to the garage. Have no idea. So we come back for the inspection day, and we're, walking around the house. The door that I wanted to know what it was is open, and the door to, into the backyard is open, and there is this entire flipping room, 300 square foot room that looks like it's plumbed for a bathroom. Okay, so it was completely gutted, cement floor, half was drywalled, half wasn't. Like I said, the bathroom area, you could tell that it probably had been something previously, and maybe they were gutting it to do something else. From what we understood, the people that owned the home before us had only had it for a year, and they were gonna flip it. They started to redo things and then decided to move away. So they had redone the bathrooms and put in new appliances and some new windows, and then they stopped. So left us with a horrible kitchen, but that's okay. I was able to redo it. So at the time, I am an outdoor photographer, and I wanted to do newborn photography, but you would need a studio for that. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This room is going to be perfect for a photography studio. Since we had spent all our money buying the house, I knew it was going to be a little while before I could, fix up this room. So I just did little bits at a time. It was like first we drywalled, and then it was like paint and put some flooring in, cheap flooring. All my labor was just asking people who wants to make a little money on the side, come install some floors. So everything's kind of cheaply done, but that's okay. So, and then it was already plumbed for a bathroom, so I just got like cheap toilet, cheap things. So it took me about 3 years, I think, to get it going. So at the time, I was working full-time at a corporate job, so photography I did on the side, so I was very busy, and I had from newborn to toddler. So I was very busy, so I wasn't necessarily in a big rush. So fast forward to 2020, pandemic happens, not a lot of photography is happening. That is when I start my YouTube channel. I am doing it at the kitchen table, and just having that time off from photography, and then starting this venture, I just was finding so much more passion in the content creating than I was in photography. With photography, you're trying to please one person or like 3 people, whoever, if it's a family. In content creating, I put this out here for thousands and thousands and thousands of people to watch, so it's just a lot less pressure on pleasing with what I can create. So I decided to close my photography business and turn this into a craft room. So I started turning it into a craft room in 2021. So then, slowly but surely using what I had, my mom moved in with us in 2019, I believe. She came with all her craft stuff. We actually had a shed out in the backyard with all the craft stuff in it. So we started moving that in here, and here we are today. So the reason I love this story is this room wasn't in the listing, had no clue this room was here when I bought the house. Can you imagine like buying a house and it having an entire secret room? My mind's blown. And this is where I truly believe God has a purpose, God has a plan. Trust in Him, because we actually had tried to sell our house a year before and we were unsuccessful in selling it. So we had to wait a whole year to sell our house and then find this house. So had we sold our house originally when we put it on the market, we would not have this house. And I just had to say, I trust God in His timing, and this is what I got for trusting in God's timing. So that is my fun story on how I got this room. I hope you enjoyed my craft room tour. I had so much fun showing you. Now that it's all clean, I can't wait to get back in here and create. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos because I've been really working hard on this room and getting it ready. I've also just been taking some personal time, and so I am ready to get back into it. Again, thank you for watching, and until next time, happy crafting!
Please feel free to ask me anything in the comments, as well as maybe links I might have missed. I would be so happy to answer those.